I came from a large biotech company to work at Edinburgh Napier University, and there I researched a fermentation process known as the acetone butanol ethanol fermentation, which at its peak was the second biggest biological industry the world had ever seen. And one of the key factors that brought the industry down in the past was the cost of the raw materials. So I looked to see, could I find a source of less expensive, unwanted raw material that we could then convert into these high-value, low-carbon compounds. So in making whisky, that purest of Scottish products, you only need 3 ingredients: yeast, barley and water. So sugar is released from the barley, which leaves barley seeds left behind at one end of the process. The yeast is added, and this is fermented to produce alcohol, and then the alcohol is distilled from this beer that you have made. And that leaves an alcohol-free, sloppy type of beer, really, left behind as a residue from the industry. And what we set out to do was see here in our research project, could we combine those 2 residues and use them as a new starting material for our process? We have now built the first biorefinery in the country, and the first of its type anywhere in the world. It's a prototype for what we do globally. We very much see Celtic Renewables as a secondary industry where we can come in alongside some countries' primary industry where they generate a biological residue and add more value. This isn't just a project that was born in a lab and dies in a lab. This is a project that was born at Edinburgh Napier Labs and will go on to become a global industry. There is a huge drive across the world to achieve net zero. We can only do this by bringing in industries such as Celtic Renewables with biotechnological innovation to replace fossil carbon with biogenic carbon, carbon that exists above the ground. Real innovation is where you take the idea, you develop it as a concept, you bring it to something that can work, and you translate it into something that makes a difference in everybody's lives. And that's where universities like Edinburgh Napier are so important, that they can provide a support network to do that. But for me, yeah, innovation is a full bridge, not a short pier.